Oh, okay. The pre-show was underway. Hopefully, I mean, it's always great, right? It's the best part of the whole show is this pre-show.
Especially when we talk about buying Secret Santa gifts.
Yeah.
Shh, don't
Yeah.
tell.
But if we do the Secret Santa gifts for you and I, we're going to know because we're the only staff members on the show that doesn't make any money.
But listen, if you buy me a really good gift, I'll fake it. I will act surprised.
Oh, okay.
I can play the part. Don't underestimate me, what a good gift can do to lift my spirit, just so you know.
So, all right, I'll put that in mind. I'll bring that up at the next staff meeting we have.
Do that. You ask your staffers, especially your executive producer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're interested in talking. All right, let's start this bad boy.
Let's go. I'm gonna have to turn this thing up today. Why does my legs look so short? Having a bad hair day, Greg.
Rub it in. Just rub it in.
I'm dining room dancing today.
I can see that. And now everybody else can too.
I dance in my dining room all the time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Bacon in Your Mailbox. This is show number 67 on this November 17th.
Goodness gracious, we should be retired.
We're getting close. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. That dancing, crazy, energetic person right there is Jana Clark, community admirer. So what's wrong with your hair? What's the deal? You were saying?
I don't know. My hair just looked, my bangs look kind of short, and I don't know. I think I'm having a bad hair day, but that's okay.
Let's see. I think you're okay.
I can't really see it, but all right.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot better than my hair, so
whatever.
I have much to deal with there. So
whatever.
I spend more time on my beard now than I do the hair on my head. How sad is that?
Well, I mean, it's percentage wise, you should.
Good point. Hard to argue with logic at all. Hey, good morning, Carter Blankenship.
Oh, good morning, friend.
I haven't seen Carter in a while. I can't wait to get to see him again.
Time for a drive-by.
Yeah. All right, let's see who is in first. Our first poster of the day. It is the bourbon king, Jay Hobbs.
Good morning, Jay.
Yeah. Hey, Kristen Parrott in early this morning. I can't believe she's up already.
She must have something to do today.
Probably. And then she even beat Vicky. 1, 2, 3. I can't. Those are so small, I can't really count them. But there's a bunch.
It's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
A bunch of.
Morning Sun and Sidekick.
Hey, morning, Raj.
Vicky forgot her wave too, so she had to get
right.
Yeah.
We know she's always waving.
Yes, she is. There's Brian Dennis. Morning, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
And then the Morgan Caster checking in too. So appreciate all those folks joining us this morning. And thank you to our sponsors, Stith Family Farms, the Award Center, Amazing Glazing Donuts, and Bluegrass Cellular. Oh.
Hey, if you wanted that Stith Family Farms bundle, it might be sold out. You might check today if they can scrape up one more for you, but it might be sold out.
Yeah. What they have ribeyes in there this time.
Oh my gosh. Just amazing goodness in a bag. Don't even pay attention to what's going to be in it. Just if you can get one, go get it. But you may be a little late. You may have to get on the waiting list for the next one.
Yeah. It is good stuff though. So Brian says we work with hair we've got. His knuckles hair is flowing. And isn't that the truth? It all just kind of slides.
Work with what you got. I like that.
When I get to hopefully I get to the pearly gates and I get to ask a question, I'm going to ask that. I'm going to ask about the hair thing. Why did hair as we get older slide down?
That's going to be the one question you want to know.
I mean, there are a few, but right now in my brain, that's the first one I'm going to ask, but it probably won't be when I get there. But like, it started to slide back and then it slides down. And instead of just sliding all the way down and going to your feet, it starts to come out your ears.
Yes.
It starts to come out your nose.
Yes. Well, yours. Keep that over there.
Well, as part of the issue is, I'm letting my beard grow a little bit for November, even though I'm not participating in No Shave November.
Right.
But it's starting to You got to be very careful when the two connect there. You don't want them intermingling.
Don't pick your nose on the show. It's not nice.
I didn't. I had it right there. I didn't go up in.
I saw one finger slip. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I did not see that. All right. Hey, take a hike, Jana. Take a hike.
Take a hike?
Yeah, because actually today is
nice.
It is nice because actually today is National Take a Hike Day.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, and it's going to be really nice weather for a hike. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up as well. Baking in the Mailbox weather forecast. Look at that. Sunshine and 50 today. Nice. Clear and colder, 27 tonight. Sunshine and 52 for tomorrow. It will be nice for a hike today.
So get that hike in before the sun goes down. Yeah. You heard it here first because it's going to be a cold evening.
Yeah, I would wait for Matt Deneen to chime in, but they're busy working on that haycraft trail. I think they're planting bulbs today over there.
Oh my gosh. Listen, just when you think that our trails can't up the game anymore, they're continuing to do work on them and make them even better. Before long, we won't even need to drive on it. We won't even need a car. We'll just take our trails everywhere we want to go around here. It's so fabulous.
So this haycraft trail, I think, makes it a better connection to get from downtown to Buffalo Lake, correct?
It will. Yes. Yes. Maybe not immediately, but that's yes.
Yeah. Jay Hobbs says we are kind of professionals this morning with all the segues. Yeah. And
careful
now,
how you throw that word professional around, Jay.
And now over to Jana with the reasons to celebrate,
And Greg screaming, take a hike, Jana.
Hey, but if you do take a hike, don't forget your Fitbit because it doesn't count unless you have your Fitbit on.
That's right. Don't turn that thing on yoga mode. Like you keep that thing going and get full credit for it today.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
When we were working up on our course in Falls of Rough for our trail race, I walked behind that brush hog and I'd set my phone to do mileage as well.
Sure.
But, I have my Garmin watch.
Yeah.
But because my arms weren't moving, even though I'm walking and it was vibrating, these devices are smart enough to think, oh, okay, they're riding in a machine.
Yeah.
So I went like 11 miles and got 1.5 miles credit on my watch.
You didn't go 11 miles. You just went 1.5 miles.
On my watch, but on my phone.
No, you didn't.
Smart enough to do that.
When you say it, you say you did, but if it's not on the watch, didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
so go back and do it again to get credit for it. Listen, if you'll just go back and walk it instead of walking behind you'll get credit for it.
I'll be doing that. I've got plenty more chances to do that over the next couple of weeks as we get ready for that thing. Hey, breaking news. Joseph Hobbs says, I've always heard if you go bald, the Lord gave you one pretty face and was cleaning off a space for another one.
Well, there you go. Wisdom according to Mr. Hobbs this morning.
There you go. Today's also homemade bread day.
Oh,
do you make homemade bread?
So I kind of make cheater homemade bread. Like I make Dutch oven bread, which is, so you don't really need it and you don't really, it's a no-knead Dutch oven recipe that's artisan bread that's super good. It's like a light, fluffy, crusty bread. That's my only real homemade bread I make.
Hold on, I dropped my pen. Okay, I'm back.
You dropped your pants?
A pin.
Oh.
Oh, those things are tied on. I work from home.
So I kind of make homemade bread. I don't really make homemade bread like the way my mom used to make it.
Yeah, homemade bread's good. Even though I'm not a huge bread person, but anyway.
Yeah.
But good luck. Good luck finding yeast. I'm sure it's probably, I'm afraid we're all back to that,
Do you think? So I have gotten small glimpses of it, but I also noticed that stores are getting kind of smart and they're putting limits on stuff. And so I will preach this time, just like I did back in the spring, take what you need because other people need it too.
Toilet paper got ridiculous. I mean, it's just gone again.
Yeah. Take what you need.
And, and this is crazy when this whole thing started, the government spent billions of dollars on ventilators and stuff like that. They could have added more strategic supply of Charmin too. Or
listen, when Mitch Clark finds the blue Charmin, he sends like bullseyes and bingos over the text. And I don't even have to ask what it is anymore. Like I know he found blue Charmin.
Because you got to have the good stuff.
Well, yeah, for sure.
So you're a Charmin family.
I have a Charmin husband.
Okay.
The rest of us truly can make do with if we don't have his brand. But he traveled with it.
He said do.
But yeah, I have a blue Charmin husband for sure.
He said make do. Sorry, that was childish of me.
I didn't say make poo. I said make do. Hello.
But you know, I saw a photo online. I think it was yesterday, might have been the day before. And I saw a couple of different photos from different places where they're out of toilet paper. And the entire toilet paper aisle was picked clean, except for like Angel Soft. What is wrong with Angel Soft? It's angels.
Well, I think those angels may have some rough feathers. I think you just have to, I think it takes a whole roll. Like you're out of it in no time flat. So you gotta buy triple that stuff.
But you leave it. I mean, hey,
yeah.
Who's going, you know, the end of the world is coming. We all need toilet paper to survive. But, oh, not that. I'm not taking that.
The angels. I bet the angels are sad because they're always the last picked.
Which is sad.
I feel sorry for the angels.
I would have taken the Angel Soft. Let's see what else. What is it? The Leonid, whatever it is. The meteor shower peaked this morning, so you've already missed that. But that's
I was going to say I missed it.
Celebrate. Yeah.
Did you see anything?
I did not. I wasn't up that early. So.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, Vicky
my dog
might
actually
have.
slept in this morning, which is crazy. So she has been on such this weird. It's with the time change. I know you all need to hear my dog sleeping time change troubles today, but so she's been waking up super early, and I think finally she has settled in to the time change. So let's cross our fingers that it's true.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So Morgan Castor says those angels leave feathers behind.
And those feathers ain't soft, Morgan.
And Sarah agrees. We're a quilted northern family, by the way.
Oh, well, okay. That's acceptable, I think.
Something about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I used to be even a snob in our camper. Because, you know, you can't use regular toilet paper in a camper.
Right.
You know, but they make like plush stuff. But then when that gets clogged, who's the guy that's got to clean that?
Superman.
Yeah. Superman does. And you've all watched, you know, the Christmas Vacation movie.
Christmas Vacation. When it's full, it's full.
There's nothing worse in life than that. Today's also Baklava Day.
Oh, that's delicious.
I think I had baklava for the first time just a few years ago. And it was, oh my gosh, it was so good. I wanted more until I found out how long it actually takes to make that stuff.
It does, because it has so many little layers of pastry. So it's like, it's the ultimate fanciest version of the Nutty Buddy, because, you know, that's a layered. So
I don't have the picture that I sent you the other day either to put on here, but I sent Jana a picture of a nutty bar on a piece of bread with peanut butter on it, and you put it together like a sandwich. I'm almost willing to try that.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
and what did I say?
What did you say?
You didn't even read my text.
I did read your text. I forgot. That was so yesterday.
I said slap some bacon on that and I'm good to go.
That's what you said.
Because bacon makes everything better.
Today's also Farm Joke Day.
You should have plenty of those, Mr. Farm Simulator. Any jokes in your world?
I don't joke about Farm Simulator.
Oh, because you're serious about Farm Simulator.
I am a serious Farm Simulator professional. I mean, you don't amass $1.3 million in cash. In cash.
Oh, cash.
And have all of your silos full. And joke around. Yes. Right. And I have two large John Deere 72, whatever they are, combines.
Oh, that's a good enough farm joke in itself, to be honest.
Yeah. So I did find a couple, but be warned, they're corny.
Oh.
uh,
This is where I need the bad sound effects.
Yeah. So, why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
Okay. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Yes, he was. Give me.
I'm sorry, you froze for a second. What'd you say?
I said, give me a week. I'll figure out how to turn that into a pirate joke.
What do you get when you cross a robot in a tractor?
What do you get when you cross a robot and a tractor?
A trans farmer.
Oh.
Yeah. And, you know, as a virtual farmer, I guess I can say that, you know, I hear lots of jokes about sheep, but, I'd tell them to your dog, but, he'd heard them all. There you go.
Wow. I think you should quit while you're ahead.
Yeah. Hey, today's also Unfriend Day. We don't want you to do that just because I had bad jokes.
Oh, not to us, no. But
Right.
get rid of people that you don't hesitate to do that if somebody's not being sweet.
You know who started or instigated the Unfriend Day?
Who?
Which I don't like that on social media anyway. The unfriend thing. I mean, that's just, you know, whatever. It was instigated by Jimmy Kimmel back in 2010
That's interesting.
because
He's
you
a pretty
really.
friendly guy.
He says you really don't need to be Facebook friends with people you went to camp with in middle school or your former coworker's boyfriend's roommate or anybody with issues.
Yeah, you know, I told my husband one time that if I'm going to unfriend someone, that probably means that I shouldn't have been friends with them to begin with, because I want them to be my friend, and if I have to unfriend them, then I don't think they are. So there you go.
Yeah, I was blocked a couple times. And then
I'm sure I have been to a million times.
Yeah. One person tried to unblock me and then friend me. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Oh, nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
You're doing that just to be nosy.
Gig is up.
Yeah. Jay,
Well,
tell
I'll
me.
add you back. Sorry about that. I'll put you back on my friends list.
I
didn't mean to
appreciate
do
that. That's good. I mean, I
You're
can
welcome.
tag you in the show. Jay says enough, Greg. It was funny until the last one. You're right, Jay. I should have stopped when I was ahead on the farm jokes.
Yeah.
You know, I was
That's
just.
what I told. You just had to get one more zinger in there.
Yeah, it was bad. So, it says if you haven't unfriended me yet, then you keep everyone around. No, I mean, Margaret, I like you.
Heck yeah.
I mean, you've brought us bourbon balls. I know you make great cakes. And it would be very awkward when I hang out with JR. Or if you come watch a Titans game with me, if I'd blocked you or unfriended you on Facebook.
Oh, I wasn't going to bring up the T word. Should we just go ahead and talk about it?
No, the Titans? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. It was bad.
It's the jersey, Greg. Ever since you ordered that jersey, it has not been good.
I know we are 0-3 when I wear that jersey.
You need to gift that thing.
I can't. It was too expensive. So, we'll see. We'll right the ship this week. It's just not a great sports season for me. Louisville Cardinals aren't playing well. Tennessee Titans aren't playing well now. I mean, it's just,
yeah. Speaking of Cardinals, this is on the football side. Did you see that Hail Mary?
Oh, the Arizona Cardinals?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Incredible.
So, do you watch the Masters? Did Mitch watch the Masters?
I did.
Man, that was great. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. So I love, I turned it on Saturday and I was really confused. And then I figured out that they were finishing the second round instead of starting the third round because I was all off. And so that gave me a little bit of time to get some other things done. And I like to check back in occasionally. But Sunday morning, I had coffee, my robe, my blanket, my dogs, and the Masters. And for a little while, all was right with the world.
You know, and I like Tiger Woods.
I do too.
But as a golfer, you want to see a player struggle because they seem normal. When he took that 10 on that par 3,
it was painful.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, dude, even when we play, a snowman's all you can get.
Painful.
Pick it up and move on.
Yeah, right. You stop it right there.
Like, wow.
But listen, and really, of course, the course, and I love the commentating when they talk about the difference between playing the Masters on Saturday and playing it on Sunday, because I just can't imagine what it takes to play a round of golf being on that leaderboard on Sunday. And I've always been amazed at the composure and how that fight has to stay so internalized so that you can play your game, because it's such a game of touch. So I really enjoyed it. And the best news, we do it again in April.
I know. And the course was totally different because you don't see the azaleas.
Right.
And now the greens really were tough to putt, but they were like sticking some iron shots that they wouldn't normally do. But Dustin Johnson won the Masters, which I like that guy.
I mean, really, I like to see new people win, especially if they've really paid their dues, and he has.
Yeah. If Bubba Watson can't win it, if Phil Mickelson can't win it, and if Justin Thomas can't win it, I'll take
there you go. Justin had a good tournament. Yeah.
Yeah. I like watching him. But as long as DeChambeau doesn't win, I'm okay.
Why?
He's just like, I don't know. He's just different. Anyway. Hey, did you watch did you watch the SpaceX launch?
No, but I rewatched it. Like, I watched it on the highlight reel. So fun. And then I saw highlights this morning of them getting to meet the other crew, and that baby Yoda was floating around, and I was like, I love that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but
they're like, hug me.
Yeah, I watched that on Sunday, and it was just, it's just fascinating to me because it is so advanced technology-wise, and but they make it seem so chill.
I know,
because you got the touch screens now. And can we talk about their spacesuits? It's like they're designed by Gucci. I want one of those spacesuits.
Well, you could probably have one. It just depends on how much money you're willing to spend for it.
Maybe I'll find one on Amazon somewhere.
I was going to say, just prime it.
But it's just, they're so cool looking.
They are.
But when I look at them, I mean, they're new age spacesuits, and they are the bomb, which I don't think kids say anymore, but what's up with the big black boots?
What they are very, they're very space appropriate, I think.
Are they?
Listen, how do you get anything done in those?
Exactly. Are they crab fishing in space? What are they doing?
I know.
I know pig farmers that wear less protection on their feet than that.
Oh, that's funny. Well, they don't have to worry about walking.
Right. So you would think it would be, I mean, these boots are, I mean, there's no scuffs on the boots at all.
None.
You would think it'd be difficult to, I don't know.
Maybe they're that big so they can move their feet around in them for circulation purposes. I mean, there's got to be a reason, or they wouldn't. I mean, come on. They're scientists. They're astronauts, for heaven's sake. They're a whole lot smarter than me. And maybe you, or maybe not.
Oh, well, I mean, they're using iPads like I am.
That's true.
So I was watching last night when they were docking, and they were asking them, hey, are you ready to move on to section 3 and dock? And they're like, well, we're going to hold for 6 minutes until the sun sets. What's an autonomous docking? They don't really even do anything. I guess they just want to be able to see it.
Very dramatic.
So it was cool. I like it. So good for them. I would never do it, but
me neither.
I think it would be interesting to at least go into that. All right.
Very
so,
fun.
And your dog Tipsy.
Yes.
It's worth $1 million in your heart.
Oh, at least.
I found this story in Belgium. There is a champion racing pigeon. It's a pigeon. They have racing pigeons. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
A Belgian racing pigeon sold for $1.89 million.
To someone who has too much money, period.
That's just,
Do pigeons actually race each other? Or is that just a name? Like, I need to know more about that.
They race. I guess they go from point A to point B. These homing pigeons.
That's awesome.
Hey, back to Morgan Castor. She said real pig farmers or simulator pig farmers on my boots comment.
Morgan, we know the answer to that.
If you follow this, Morgan, you know that I quit being a pig farmer on Farm Simulator because the travel time to get to where my pig barn was not worth the time to haul the water over there and to haul the straw. I was going to have to raise more pigs. And if I raise more pigs, then the manure was going to be building up. And then if that built up, then I'm going to have to get a larger container to go over there and then spread it. I didn't have time for that. So I quit being a pig farmer. I got rid of all my sheep. I didn't even buy a horse. I even sold the horse trailer. I am strictly a dairy farmer now, as far as farm animals go on Farm Simulator. Now,
if you care about this show or about Greg, please set up a Farm Simulator support group for me ASAP.
Jennifer's concerned. I think she's just not said it, because remember back in the day when there was Farmville on your phone, you played Farmville.
No.
They had Farmville, and you would raise crops, and they had to stay there so long, and then you would harvest them and get points. You know, we went on vacation, and before we could leave to go to Florida, I had to plant a specific crop so it would sit there until I got back, so I didn't have to harvest it during vacation.
That is so sad. Whew.
Yeah, Vicky, this Farm Simulator obsession is not too much. I mean,
yes, it is, Vicky.
I only have a little piece of ground
in
Star Mills. It's only 6 acres. I can't farm that. You know, and for whatever reason, it's TikTok's fault, because somehow I became on farm TikTok. You know, all the stuff that I get is farmers.
So is the Farm Simulator, this is how much I don't know. Is it related to TikTok, or has this like spawned off to another? Okay.
No, it's its own thing. Like you can get it on, I've got it on Xbox, but I play it on the iPad because it's easier. Oh yeah. The Xbox is you can get more detailed. You can go and actually do odd jobs like cutting grass and that kind of stuff. But the one on iPad is, you know, I get to move around with that one.
Oh my gosh.
So it is what it is.
Bless your heart.
So that's cute. I like how you say that. Bless your heart. That's good. Thanks. So, did you see where Amazon is now going to be selling prescription drugs? And if you're a Prime member, you can get massive discounts if you pay without insurance. Without insurance? You can just order it straight up? Yeah. Is it like kind of like ordering eyeglasses? You just have to submit your prescription? I think so. Yeah. So that's you can get glasses that way. If you send in your eyeglass prescription, like you have to upload it. Mm-hmm. But I think I've always thought that was a weird thing because they have to be like fitted and you want to try them on. But I guess if it's a medicine, especially one that you've already taken, I don't know. We'll see. I would be leery, but that's just me. This is something they just announced today. I'll have to do more research into it, but I just thought that was fascinating that they're going to get into that realm, which you think about how quickly you can get stuff and if they can make it a lot cheaper for people. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. If you pay without insurance. You know, because that's always the thing with us. The way our insurance was set up is that we had to pay so much before insurance kicked in. It was just a special type of deal. But I mean, you would pay full price, which was ridiculous on some prescriptions. So. And remember when you used to go to the doctor and you didn't have to ask this question? And now sometimes when you go to the doctor and they say, well, you could take this. Immediately I say, does it cost $1 million? Like, is there another option? Because you need to know, because it's crazy right now. If you just kind of say yes and go with it, you never know what situation you're going to get yourself in. And so we ask a lot more questions about prescription medicine now than we used to. It seems like, to me at least. As we should. We should ask a lot of those questions. Yeah. So that's the one thing that concerns me about this virus. You know, the shot is going to be available for that is that, you know, what's the long-term effects? We haven't got to that point yet. So, right. I think we'll have to worry about that later. Yeah. I think we are going to have to get to that point. Are you a Hulu subscriber? Hulu Live? So if you're a Hulu Live subscriber, if you haven't checked your email since yesterday, get ready. Another price increase, 18%. It goes from like 54 to 65 bucks. How often is that per month? Yeah. So, and I think YouTube TV just did this, and some of the other ones have had price increases lately. I think this is effect of us being quarantined, you know, in a way, and stuck in houses that they know, oh, okay, now we've got people switching over. Now we can start raising the price. Absolutely. Now that people are in. So we didn't have Netflix before quarantine, and we got Netflix so we could watch Stranger Things and Tiger King.
How crazy is that? And we still have it. Not
Mhm.
that there's certain things on Netflix that we don't watch other places, but it's just one of the, and now it's just kind of what we have, you know? Um, but I want to find another show to watch to kind of get into. I'm going to find a holiday, something we can kind of watch as a family during the holidays. And Stranger Things is supposed to come back sometime, but I don't know when. But we loved watching that as a family. Like that was really fun for us over the summer.
Have you watched The Crown?
No.
You got to watch The Crown. Season 4 just came out on Sunday. We're a little bit behind. We're still in season 3 because we're watching it with our friends, and we watch 2 episodes at a time. But it's good.
Awesome.
Vicky says Netflix is going up $1. So see,
well,
they're getting
it's only $12 now, or $13 maybe. So that's not.
But it used to be like $9 or $8.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then she says The Queen's Gambit. So I've heard a little bit about that. I may have to dig into that myself a little bit. So Jennifer loves Hallmark movies. You know, I guess Lifetime and Hallmark holiday movies, even though Lifetime, sometimes they end up being more, tragic or whatever. So, but we are officially in the season of Lifetime and Hallmark holiday movies with almost every weekend.
Let's be honest. We never got out.
Yeah, but I think every weekend leading up to the big day is full of heartfelt, adorable, and cheesy romance movies about the holiday. Somebody owns a tree farm, or some big marketing person moves to the country to take over the bed and breakfast, blah, blah, blah.
You got it.
So one thing that we did not think about is in these, since COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, I said that word. Since the thing happened in March.
Yeah.
When they film these movies, the kissing scenes.
Yeah.
The kissing scenes can't really happen.
Sure they can. It's make-believe.
You can't though. But it can happen because everybody was incredibly concerned. One of the directors said, and as they were figuring it out, making sure they were following the best possible guidelines for, separation. So the oddest solution ever for the kissing scenes.
Okay.
Plexiglass. They're doing the plexiglass thing in between the two people kissing, and then they remove the plexiglass digitally.
Oh, you mean that's what they're actually using, and then you just don't see it when you see the movie?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, how magic of Hollywood is that? Who would have thought Hallmark would be that, sophisticated?
Yeah. So if you're not sure, and not all the movies that they run this time is new.
Interesting.
But one movie in particular, Christmas Ever After, uses plexiglass. So
that's fascinating.
I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was interesting.
We'll know. The people that watch Bacon will know when we're watching the kissing scene that they're really not touching it all.
Mm-hmm. So Jennifer's
right here.
Jennifer's going to get so upset because the entire time she's watching one of those, I'm going to be like, I don't see the plexiglass.
I'm just looking for the plexiglass. You can't be doing that.
So that's kind of what I'm going to do. All right. So
he makes so much fun of me when he's watching these, when I watch those movies, because he's like, hang on, let me know how it ends. And I was like, I have to watch the end of it. What if the boy doesn't get the girl? Like, what if she doesn't go back to her hometown? What if she never talks to her mom again? And he just rolls his eyes and walks out the room. What if the bed and breakfast just totally closed down? Yeah, what if it really got sold to the cattle farmer? I mean, come on.
Yeah. What if the tree farm really did have like some kind of worms in their trees and they had to shut down? All right. One final thing to talk about, because, we live in a very giving community, a lot of charity.
Yeah. Yes.
A lot of charitable things that are going on. And I feel like we live in a great place that does that. But between charitable giving last year, U.S. donors ponied up $450 billion for charity and volunteerism.
Wow.
That's a lot of money. That's pretty cool.
And wait, that was last year or this year?
That was last year. So that's just them kind of doing this is according to Wallet Hub. So they've come out with the list of the 10 most giving states in America.
Okay.
Number 1 is Utah, followed by Minnesota. I know. Minnesota, Maryland, Oregon, but they were also number one in the volunteering and service category. Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia was 7th, North Dakota, Maine, and Colorado rounded out the top 10. Where do you think Kentucky was?
For giving?
Uh-huh. Charitable giving.
God. I don't know.
Number 33.
So middle of the pack, lower than middle of the pack.
Yeah, we got to do better than that.
We got to do better than that. Yeah. Listen, there are going to be a lot of opportunities this year because your local businesses are going to need you. Have you seen that while I'm getting on a little bitty soapbox? Have you seen that graphic, that post that talks about all the different ways you can support your local businesses by referring someone to them, liking their post, and these are in addition to shopping with them. So obviously shopping with them is number one, but all the other ways that you can support them, I just encourage people to do that this year because it's going to be a long winter for some of those folks. And if you've ever wanted an excuse to not cook this year during the holidays, this is a great year to order up your holiday meals and support your local restaurants.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that.
Yep.
I'm sure we're going to know more come tomorrow because I guess the governor says if the numbers don't go down today, tomorrow, there could be some other restrictions. So we'll have to wait and see.
Just take care of you and yours. Be safe.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't be silly.
Hey, Bacon Bit segment. This is a little segment we talk about things. This is kind of like a rapid fire deal too, because none of these make sense. I really just
half of them anyway. So go ahead.
You don't. If this shows nothing, it's honest. I know that.
Oh, Lordy.
So did you know that some species of fish have voices?
What do they say?
I have no idea. I don't know. Did you know that 15 minutes of shivering in the cold can be the metabolic equivalent of 1 hour of exercise?
Oh, goodness. If I think of all the cold sports events I've sat outside in, I'm not surprised, though, because I think your body does a certain thing when you're trying to warm up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been sore after sitting out in the cold like that. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Did you know that a beer a day reduces the risk of developing kidney stones by 40%?
I think that's a hell of a bacon bit right there.
I did that one just for you and Mitch.
Yep.
So there you go. Did you know between 1912 and 1948, art competitions were a part of the Olympic Games?
Art? A-R-T?
Yeah. I thought that was interesting.
Huh.
I confirmed that. You can look that one up.
I knew you were going to say that. Look it up.
Look it up. Use that Google machine and see if you can figure it out. I mean, these are obviously all correct because people have not been busting my chops on being inaccurate in my Bacon Bit segments in 67 shows.
I just share them blindly with my family and trust that you aren't leading me astray in the Bacon Bits segment of this show.
Probably wouldn't have told me that. Did you know the Q in Q-tips stands for quality?
I love me some good Q-tips.
Yeah, so it's quality tips, the Q-tips.
Quality tips. Hey, would you go to the bathroom and bring me a quality tip?
Be right back. Did you know that eagles mate while airborne?
Impressive.
Glad you said it.
On the way to the farm.
There you go. Did you know the longest recorded flight of a chicken is 13 seconds?
That's a pretty talented chicken.
I've known that one for years. I just wrote
they
that
don't
one
fly.
Yeah.
I mean, really, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on what's chasing them.
I mean, 13 seconds in the air for a chicken is impressive.
Has the same metabolic rate of workout as 1 hour of exercise.
Which is the same as 1 hour of shivering.
There you go. And finally, now, and you look this up. It's out there. Before settling on the 7 dwarfs that we know today, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Okay.
Disney also considered Chesty, Tubby, Burpy, Deffy, Hickey, Wheezy, and Awful.
But only those 7 made the cut. Man, I wish I'd been in those focus groups.
Yeah, I'm glad there was somebody good in that focus group. It was like, yo, hey, this whole Hickey guy, yeah, you probably gotta leave that one out.
Yeah, bad idea. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it were Snow White and the 13 dwarfs?
I have a hard time remembering the 7.
No joke.
So
we
got
to
a bigger little cabin.
Names. Hey, after Thanksgiving, I don't want to rush things, but we got to talk about reindeer names because I'm fascinated by reindeer names. I want to talk about the history of all the reindeers.
Okay, we can definitely do that. I'm glad you think this show is going to last after Thanksgiving, but okay.
Oh, surely. Even if it's just me and you, we need to have a show to talk about the reindeer.
It's pretty much you and me anyway. So we've got our loyals over here, but that's good. You know, that's what it's all about.
And then the 1,000 people that watch it before noon every day, don't forget them.
Oh yeah, and the millions that watch it a day late. You know. All right. Well, that's going to about wrap it up for this episode. Thanks again to our sponsors, Stith Family Farms, the Award Center, Amazing Glazing Donuts, and Bluegrass Cellular. And hey, if you own a company and you're wanting to just have your profits go through the roof, make sure you get a hold of us. And we would be glad to add you to that list of sponsors. And I mean, you want to talk about profit margins. Whew.
Or if you own a farm simulator and you want Greg to, come on board, let us know.
Right. If you own a seed company, you need me to endorse it. Hey, if you own a tractor dealership and you need me to support virtual John Deere's, which I would.
Oh my goodness.
Or any of the other items out there, I'll be glad to do that.
Love it.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, she is Jana Clark, community admirer, in her fancy little house with the hands behind her head.
8th graders at St. James a few years ago.
Yeah. I'm Greg Milby. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. And this has been episode number 67 of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Bye, y'all.